Good morning and welcome to story time today. And yes, we are going to be reading The Adventures of Paris and Cali by Veronica Pittman and Paris Williams. And just stay tuned to find out more about them. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Isabella. So glad you could join us. Good morning to you, Maya. How are you doing today? And good morning to you, Raven. Good morning to you, Absa. And good morning to you, Naima. How are you doing today? So glad you could join in. I hope you're as excited as I am for the adventures of Paris and Cali. Please sit back and enjoy when we read this book. Good morning to you. Thanks to everybody that is joining in. Good morning to you, Lily, joining us right here in Auckland. How are you doing? Welcome everybody. Happy Wednesday and enjoy. And this book is written by Veronica Pittman and Paris Williams. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Veronica. I'm so glad you could join in. I am excited and honored that you're able to join us this morning. And good morning to you, artists, right here in Auckland. And a big shout out to you, Paris, and also Cali. How are you doing? Good morning to you. And good morning, yes, artists right here in Auckland. Veronica, good morning to you, and good morning to you, Lacey. How are you doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you, Desmond. How are you doing today? And good morning to you, Ellen in Chicago. How are you doing? Good morning and welcome. I hope you're ready for a fun adventure with Paris today. Good morning to you. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. Clay and Rocco out in Long Beach. How are you doing? So glad to see you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you. Glad you could join in. Hope everybody is having a lovely Wednesday morning, and we're about to get started, or afternoon, depending on where you are. Good morning to you. Yes, and good morning to you, Ada and Owen. How are you doing today? Good to see that you're with us. Good morning. I hope you enjoy this one. And good morning to you, Stefan and Elia. And good morning to you, Santino. How are you doing today, bud? And good morning to you, Anders. Yes, welcome. Glad you could join in this morning. How is everybody doing? I am so glad to be able to read this book to you. And this book, you might be interested to know, is written by a mother-daughter team. So Mom Veronica Pittman writes books, and they're inspired by her daughters, her two daughters, and this one is illustrated by Paris Williams, her 14-year-old daughter. So kids out there, you can do it. Be inspired. Yes, good morning to you. And yes, a big celebration too to all the Black authors out there. Good morning to you. I am glad we're reading this book. Good morning to you, Miss Veda. Good morning to everybody that is joining in. I am super excited, and we'll be starting in a minute. Please sit back, get your coffee, get your hot chocolate, whatever it is you need to enjoy the story even more. Good morning to you. All right. Thank you, Asta. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Nolan. How are you doing today? So glad you could join in. And good morning to you, Melissa. How are you doing? Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Ellen. Yeah, trying to stay cool. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Ali May, joining us right here in Auckland. How are you doing today? Good morning to you, Naima. I hope you're having a wonderful day and feeling better today. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's get started. The Adventures of Paris and Cali, written by Veronica Pittman, and illustrations by 14-year-old Paris Williams. Good morning to you, and I'm so glad that the author is able to join us this morning for this reading. All right, here we go. The Adventures of Paris and Cali, Volume 2 of the Paris and Ricky series, written by Veronica Pittman and illustrated by Paris Williams. Good morning. It's almost Paris's 7th birthday, and she has been hoping for a dog for a really long time. She really likes dogs. Her best friend Gabby has a Yorkie that she loves to play with. Gabby's dog's name is Penny. Penny is light brown with big brown eyes and is full of energy. Paris enjoys playing with Gabby, but she enjoys playing with Penny even more. Ring, ring, ring. The telephone rings. Hello, may I please speak to Paris? Asks the caller. This is Paris. Who's this? She asks. This is your Aunt Susan. I was calling to see what kind of present you would like for your birthday. Yay! I want a puppy, screams Paris with excitement. Well, I don't know how Mom and Dad will feel about that, replies Aunt Susan. I will ask them and let you know what they say. Okay, replies Paris. As she hangs up the phone, she begins thinking about how Penny likes to use the bathroom in the house sometimes. Gabby is not too happy when she has to clean it up. However, Penny is so cute. Paris loves feeding her and taking her on walks. She also likes to play fetch with her. She doesn't think her parents will mind having a dog at all. A dog? Yells Daddy with a worried look on his face. How on earth are you going to take care of a dog? He asks. I promise I will. I will take good care of it. Please let me have one, begs Paris. I don't think so. A dog is a big responsibility, and I don't think you're ready for one yet, replies Daddy. Paris is very disappointed. She goes to her room to lie down. Her birthday is tomorrow, and it doesn't seem like she's going to get a dog after all. She begins to cry and eventually falls asleep. Do you think Paris will get a dog? Let's find out. Riff, 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 riff. A couple of hours later, she wakes up to barking outside of her window. She looks outside to find a small puppy looking back at her. Hooray! She screams with excitement as she races outside to meet her new friend. She was so happy that her parents had given in and gotten her a puppy. Thank you, Mommy! Thank you, Daddy! She yells. Thanks for what? Asks Daddy. He has no idea what Paris is talking about. Thanks for the puppy, she replies as she picks him up. Daddy could not believe his eyes when he turns around and sees Paris petting her new friend. Oh. Where did that puppy come from? He asks. I thought you gave it to me, replies Paris. No, we told you that we aren't sure if you're ready for a puppy yet, remember? Said Mommy. I guess so, replies Paris. The puppy must be lost. We have to find its owner, says Daddy. Paris is really disappointed. She really thought she had a new puppy, and now he is taken away. That's not fair, she yells. I like him and I want him to stay. But he is not yours, replies Mommy. I am sure his owner is very worried now and wants him back too. Well, they shouldn't have lost him in the first place, responds Paris. She takes her new friend to her room and decides to call him Ricky. Sit, Ricky, she commands, but Ricky doesn't obey. She realizes that he is not obeying because Ricky is probably not his name. He probably has a different name from his rightful owner. He has on a dog collar and his name and address on it, but it's too scratched up to make out what it says. Daddy agrees to let Paris keep Ricky until they find his real owner. He prints up posters that read, "We found your dog," and hangs them around the neighborhood. The posters have a picture of Ricky on them, and Daddy also includes his phone number so that the owner can call him. He goes home to wait, but for a long time, nobody calls. The next day is Paris's birthday. She has a big party with a beautiful cake and gets a bunch of presents. She is having so much fun that she doesn't hear the phone ring. It's Ricky's owner calling because he wants to come and pick up Ricky. He says he can provide proof that Ricky belongs to him. He has a receipt from the pet shop where he purchased him. He also has medical records. His real name is Walter, and his family misses him very much. My birthday is ruined, Paris thinks to herself as tears begin to roll down her cheeks. Aw, poor Paris. A few minutes later, there is a knock on the door. It is Walter's owner, and he is very eager to see his dog. "Where's Walter?" he asks enthusiastically. He explains that Walter had wandered off by accident and his family is very worried about him. Paris begins to cry. "I don't want him to go," she shouts. "Calm down, Paris. It's time for Walter to go back to his family now," replies Daddy as he goes to get him from the backyard. When Walter sees his owner, his tail immediately begins to wag and he jumps into his owner's arms. He begins licking him and barking really loud. Walter is extremely happy to see his owner. And this hurts Paris' feelings. She puts her head down in disappointment and begins to sulk. Walter's owner notices how sad she is and decides to make a deal with her. What is that deal? "Hey, cheer up! I happen to live right down the street, and if you like, I can bring him over to visit whenever you like," says the owner. "Really?" shouts Paris. Her face lights up. Then she begins jumping up and down with joy. "Of course," he replies. "This will give us a chance to see if you are ready for a dog," says Mommy. "Okay," replies Paris. "I will show you guys that I am ready." Walter comes over for the next couple of weekends, and Paris is very responsible with him. She feeds him, she walks him, she even takes him to the bathroom. What do you think happens next, kids? Well, finally, after all those weeks of hanging around with Walter, Paris gets her own dog. And can you guess what she names it? Ricky! The end. Well, kids, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. That was The Adventures of Paris and Cali, and it is written by Veronica Pittman, and illustrations by 14-year-old Paris Williams. I'm so glad everybody could join in. Thank you so much. That was such a beautiful story, heartwarming. If you're interested in getting this book, please, for your home collection, be sure to contact Storytime, and also we'll put up the link later on where you can get this book. Veronica, if you can send us that information, that will be amazing. Thank you so much for a wonderful book. Thank you everybody for joining in. I hope you enjoyed that book. Yes, pets are a big responsibility. So kids, if you want one, be sure to show your parents you are ready for one. Let's see who else has joined us this morning, and we can just say hi to you. Good morning. Yes, I see we have Isabella, of course. We have Nolan joining us. Good morning. Amado, good morning to you. And Kaylana, good morning to you. How are you doing? Is this the Kaylana that was at Emerson? Oh my God, so good to see that you're with us. Good morning. Josiah, good morning to you, buddy. How are you doing? Glad to see that you're with us. Good morning to you, Santino. Good morning to you, DJ, Judah, and Blaze, joining us from right here in California, right in Oakley. Good morning to you, and good morning to you. Yes, Naima, thank you so much. And to everybody that is joining in, Olive Oil, good morning to you, sweetheart. How are you doing today? Yes, thank you everybody that has joined in today. All right, and good morning, of course. I definitely have to say good morning to you, Lynn, for recommending this amazing book. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you got in touch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you, Sasha. Good morning to you, Vincent Jr. Good morning to you, Naomi. And good morning to you, Vincent Sr., all the way out in Zambia. Good morning. Or is it good evening to you? Good morning, Erin Corgan joining us. Good morning to you. Please tell us who is joining with you. Yes, good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you, everybody. If I missed you today, I will be sure to catch you again tomorrow. I have Camille. Hey, Camille, please tell us who's joining with you and where you are joining us from. Oh, Olive, I see that today you are joined by cousin Evelyn. Good morning to you, Evelyn. So glad you could join in. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Be sure to join us again tomorrow for an amazing story when we read another mother-daughter collaboration. And tomorrow we'll be looking at Parker Looks Up. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, a very, very big thank you to you, Veronica Pittman, and to your daughter, Paris Williams. From me, it is much love, and I will be sure to see you again tomorrow. Leslie Johnson, I see you joining in from Vallejo. Good morning to you. Thank you so much. From me, until tomorrow, it is bye-bye.